What's up, everybody? It's your boy Abe, and I'm here with Mark. What's up, Mark?
What's going on?
Welcome to another episode of These Are the Breaks. Today, we will be talking about the most iconic box of wax, junk wax era cards there ever was, the 1988 Topps baseball packs. These are the bubblegum packs, and it doesn't get more junk wax than these. Um, it is February 24th, 2021. We've recently been snowed in, so we got caught up and we did a bunch of videos today on some boxes. And this was one of the boxes that we really wanted to do because we opened up these boxes when we were growing up as kids. And I found these two boxes out of my collection that I wanted to talk about. First of all, these are just iconic baseball cards. 87, 88, 89, 90. I mean, these were the height of the junk wax era. These are what everybody went to the store to go buy. We bought hundreds and hundreds of these cards and hundreds of packs and, sets, and we wasted all of our money, and they made millions of these cards. Now, I brought out these two boxes to talk about what you're looking at when you look at these boxes. So you can see, obviously, this box has a black strip on it, and this box does not. And people see these boxes with all these strips, and they think they're garbage, and they don't understand why they're stripped out like this. Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of an insight. So back in the early or late 80s, when they overprinted all these boxes, the stores would have excess that they never sold. So when they would send the excess back, all the stuff that they didn't sell, when they would send it back to the manufacturer, they would take a big marker and draw on it and just say, this is return, this is return. And that's why you'd see all these boxes, whether it was baseball or Garbage Pail Kids or football or basketball, you'd see some of these marks on it. They would just draw on it to let them know that this is stuff that we're sending back and that we don't want because we didn't sell, right? Because they had overproduced these boxes. So they would take a big marker or a big paintbrush or something and just kind of, mark these to let them know that they're sending them back. And eventually, Topps would probably get these boxes back, or their distributors would get them back. And then they would auction them off to card shops and other stores, and they would just kind of sell them at a discount. So that's how these boxes wound up in a lot of people's hands. And then you'll have boxes like this that kind of made it through and people just bought and stashed away and saved. So, you'll find people have these boxes. They've been sitting there forever. They have a line on it. Don't worry about the line. It just means that it was a return. So we're going to put this off to the side because I don't think we're going to open two boxes. And we're going to talk about why we're opening up this box today. So we're opening up this box because in 2021, a couple of these cards, believe it or not, in a PSA 10 have broke up the $100 mark. One being the Don Mattingly. So the Don Mattingly in a PSA 10 right now on eBay is selling for anywhere between $110 and $130, if you could believe it. These boxes, you couldn't even sell them for $5 a year ago or 2 years ago. They were junk. You couldn't give them away. And now they might be worth a little bit of money. So I dug a couple out of the collection and I decided to do a video and open up some of these iconic cards. So anybody who's going to be in their 40s is going to know exactly what these packs are. I'm going to pass this box over to Mark so he can help me open them. In these packs, you get 15 cards and a stick of gum. These packs are notorious for the gum sticking and warping the cards and, just making a mess of the cards. So some of the gum comes off. It'll leave a stain just like this, and this gum will literally just kind of crumble in your hand. Don't eat the gum, guys. Do not eat the gum. But yeah, some of these packs are a little warpy. You could see that right there. I just turned them upside down. And then, just trying to go through the cards. You better hope that these cards were stored properly. These obviously were probably not. There's a Dwight Gooden. There's the 87 Mattingly record breaker card. Probably not worth anything when it's all, warped like that. But hopefully not all the packs are warped, maybe just a couple. But again, it's how they're stored over the years. And you can see when you open up these packs, the gum sticks to them like this. Now, this was kind of like a junky box. And I wanted to start with this one to show how these cards fared over the last 30 years or 32 years because they really just got warped and they stick together. And you could see the cards where it had the gum sitting in. You could see the gum imprint there. And you could see what happens kind of to the top of it where the wax and the, the, I guess, ingredients from the gum kind of warp through and really just do damage to the cards inside. And if you notice, I'm just kind of throwing these away because a lot of these cards are just really not even worth anything. They're just, they were ruined by the gum and they stick together. But it was important that we open up a couple of these to show you guys what you can be expecting when you open up a pack of these cards, depending on where they were stored for a number of years. If they were stored in a wet basement or an outdoor garage or something like that, you could get a pack that has staining and warpage, kind of like how these are. Now, at the same time, you could get a pack of cards that are in good shape. And it all depends on where they were stored. Now, a couple of the cards that we're looking for in here, in addition to the Don Mattingly, are the Tom Glavine rookie, the Nolan Ryan, and the Greg Maddux. So here we see a good example of the Greg Maddux. There's a Greg Maddux. We're going to put him off to the side. A couple of my favorite cards out of here, boom, is this guy, the Tommy Lasorda. Tom Lasorda passed away this year, unfortunately. And he was just a charismatic guy. Started off as a player, then became a coach. I've seen these cards start to sell a little bit, so we're definitely going to pull out the Tommy Lasordas. But again, as we open up these packs, I just wanted to kind of show you how they all look. You can see cards are a little bit warped, but they're still okay. Okay, so this is the Al Leiter Future Stars card. This was, I believe, a rookie card. We're going to put him off to the side. We're going to talk about that for a second. There is a, I think it is a error card in here of the Al Leiter, where it's a picture of him and he doesn't have the New York logo on his outfit. So that's an error card, but we're going to talk about that in a second. I think this might be the card, but I'm not sure if it is or not. Anyway, you can see on this one, what is that, Matt Williams, you could see how the gum left a stain, and that's what happened. So pretty much anytime you open up, a box of these, a pack of these cards, the card on the bottom and the card on the top are probably going to be just thrown away. Here we have a Nolan Ryan. This card is warped all over the place, but it is a Nolan Ryan. We'll put him off to the side over here. I don't even know if it's worth sleeving. Let's see, who else we got here? So again, we're looking for the Nolan Ryan, the Don Mattingly. I'm a Gary Carter fan. For those of you who've watched my channel and seen the cards that I keep, I like Gary Carter, so I've always been a huge Gary Carter fan growing up in New York. Gary Carter played in the Mets, and I was just a huge Mets fan when I was a kid, and I used to watch him hit home runs, and I met him, and he was kind of like my hero when I was a kid. So this guy looks like somebody from Revenge of the Nerds, Tom Henke. Again, back in the late 80s, it didn't really matter what you looked like. It wasn't about how good you looked. It was how well you played. So let's see here. So again, most of the people would say, don't open them, throw them away. But, this is what happens. Cards come back and they start to sell for more money, and that's when you got to go digging, There's an Ozzie Smith All-Star. Let's see here. Who we got? See if we could pull a Don Mattingly. Now, again, this particular box that I picked to open is a little bit wonky. It's kind of warped a little bit. You can tell it's been sitting in a wet basement. I have lots of these boxes, but I just happen to pick an old dirty one. There you can see how the gum, what the gum did to that, all the moisture and all the rot and everything. But you never know. You could hit a really nice card out of these boxes, and it could be worth a lot of money. A lot of money being $100 at this point for a Don Mattingly. So we just wanted to kind of show people that if you are going to go relive your childhood and you are going to go try to reach for one of these boxes, this is what you might run into when you go to open up the box. So again, right now we're going to be looking for Don Mattingly, Nolan Ryan, Greg Maddux, and possibly that Al Leiter card, so we could show you what it looks like. Again, I like, there's a Billy Ripken. I'll just put a Billy Ripken on the side. I like Mark McGuire, Jose Canseco. I like Don Mattingly. I like a lot of the New York players. So like Doc Gooden, Darryl Strawberry, Ricky Henderson. It's funny. And I like all the Oakland Athletics. I was a big Oakland Athletics fan. Let's see, who else? Who else is going to be in this stack here? All right. Mark's been opening up tons and tons of packs. Save me like 1 or 2 packs. I'm just going to open up the last 2 packs. Now, here's a card. Here's a Jose Canseco. So that's one of the cards that I'm talking about that I like. That's a Canseco. George Bell. Eric Bell. You can see these cards are just... I don't know who this one was. Oh, that sucks. There's an Oakland A's. I used to love this card because I had Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco on it. But as you could see the outline from where the gum was. That card's going in the garbage, unfortunately. Let's see here. Do we have anybody else? This card stuck together. That's garbage. Again, this is what happens. Here's a Kevin Elser Future Stars. That's cool. Here's a Benny Santiago. Tim Wallach. Card stuck together. Dave Winfield. There's a good Yankee. Let's see here. Mike Fitzgerald. All right. And then who's in the back? Marty Barrett. So no luck on those. All right. Let's see who else we have here. Mark, who was your favorite player in 1988?
Mattingly.
Mattingly. Yeah, me too. First base
Yankee
on
fan.
the Yankees. Yep.
My father was a Yankee fan, so
Your father was a Yankee fan?
I'm a big Yankee fan now.
Now, believe it or not, Mark's father used to work for Skybox back in the 80s?
90s.
90s. And Mark's father used to run the machines that would print up 90s Skybox cards. 92, 93, 94.
Basketball.
Yep, and anything from baseball to basketball to I think maybe even non-sports like the Marvel stuff, I think, the stuff that Skybox did. So that was really, really cool. I wish he was around for us to talk to him and pick his brain and find out all that cool stuff, because what he was doing back then was just work to us right now when those boxes are selling for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I would love to have spoke to him and seen if he had anything.
Yep.
That would have been really interesting, but cool nonetheless that Mark has that tie to the early days. And those were produced, I believe, in Oceanside, New York, a lot of those boxes. So that's pretty cool. And those boxes today, they're so sought after. The 91 Skybox, 90 Skybox. Right now, people are looking for those cards for the Michael Jordans and the Shaquille O'Neals and all those rookie cards. I could only imagine, what it would be like to go back in time and tell Mark's dad to, print up an extra run of Michael Jordan cards and cut them perfectly and give us a bunch of PSA 10s. That'd be great. But still pretty cool nonetheless. All right, so I haven't really hit any Don Mattingly's yet. I think we had one on the All-Star. There's a Willie Randolph. Again, this set, I believe, had something like 900 cards in it. So there were a lot of cards in this set for 1988. And again, you're talking about, 540 cards per box to open and to go through. So if you have 900 cards in a set and there's 540 cards per box, those are all stuck together. There's a good chance, and there's another Tom Lasorda card. That's pretty interesting. It's a little bit warped, but there's a good chance you have probably, I would say, a 50% chance of getting any given card out of a box when you open it. Of course, I'm seeing doubles in a lot of these cards. There's a Benny Santiago. We've seen a couple of him. So there's a Don Mattingly card. That's the record breaker. I believe it was Don Mattingly. Who's the other guy in there? Jim Gentile, I think. I don't know. There's a Cecil Fielder, really early. No Gary Sheffield yet. Oh, there's a Dwight Gooden. That's Doc Gooden. His real name was Dwight Gooden. They called him Doc Gooden. There's a George Brett. Tony Pena. Yeah, so nothing really too crazy over there. Have those packs, Mark? Thanks. So, Mark, what's the deal with that Al Leiter? And this how the gum sticks?
There's an error card where the Yankee logo is not on the uniform.
So is that it? Because this card does not have the logo on the Yankee uniform, not on the side. Or is that not it?
No, that's not it.
That's not it. Okay, so there obviously was another Al Leiter card. Get that gum out of there. Here's a Pete Rose. Pete Rose was a manager after he was a player. Let's see. There's a Billy Ripken. People know Billy Ripken for the F-face card out of the '89 Fleer. So that was the year later. Let's see here. Every pack of these cards had a little thing where you could mail back to Topps and you could get a binder for your cards. Here's a Bobby Bonilla. Here's a Nolan Ryan '87 record breaker. There's a Roger Clemens. Go ahead, Mark. What were you saying about those cards? There's an Ozzie Smith.
It's a different picture on the front.
Different picture on the front. Okay, so that's what it was.
There's no logo on the uniform.
So it's still an Al Leiter card. I gotcha.
Same number card, it's 18. But
Same number card with a different picture.
Yep.
Okay, pretty interesting. Not really a card that's worth any money, but it's just notable. Oh, this card's got a lot of that's got a lot of growth on it. Could tell these were sitting in a very damp environment. Probably way before I got them. Okay. And unfortunately, I am throwing some of these cards away. They're completely warped and they're not really worth keeping. And I'm throwing away these guys over here just to get through the box quickly. That's Andreas Galarraga, David Cohn, Pierre Don Schultz, and Dave Conception. That's interesting. All right, so this box was kind of a bust, I guess. Not really anything good, but it was good just to open, to show people. So a couple of the notable cards that we got out of the 88. We did get this Al Leiter Future Stars, but I don't think this was the error card. We did get the 87 Record Breakers, Don Mattingly. We did get a Nolan Ryan, but it's completely warped. And we got a Greg Maddux. And we got 2 of the Tommy Lasorda manager cards. So again, 1988 Topps. I would say if you could buy a box for $20, get it. And it's fun to open. It's fun to rip. It's, you roll the dice when you buy these boxes. You can get a good box. You can get a bad box. But either way, I definitely think it's just fun to rip open a box of these cards. Where can you go and spend 20, 25, 30 bucks even and have a half hour's worth of fun? This is one hand of blackjack at a casino, Definitely check it out. We hope you guys liked the video. If you like what we are doing with the channel, like and subscribe down below. Give us a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. Leave a comment. If you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer it. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time on another break. This is Abe Mark, and thanks for coming. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.